Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers. This is Mega Goal 2, Unit 5, Lesson 2. Let's start, please. Today, inshallah, we will be talking about a grammar lesson, which is a very important grammar lesson, which will be about conditional sentences, hypothetical situations in the past. If you remember that, we have studied the first conditional sentence, in which we can say that it is called a possible situation. That means it might happen in the future. In the previous conditional sentence, we used F plus the present simple, then we have will plus infinitive. But today, inshallah, we are going to take something else, which, as we said, is called the hypothetical situations or the imaginary situations. Imaginary situations in the past. In this case, in this conditional sentence, we use F plus the past perfect, which is had plus verb 3, then would have, then past participle again, verb 3 again. We use this form to talk about things that didn't happen in the past and had a result in the past, or to talk about things you would have done differently. For example, if I hadn't found my book, this is F, followed by the past perfect, had plus verb 3, I would have been in trouble. That means I found my book, so I wasn't in trouble. So I'm just imagining this situation. I'm just imagining if I didn't find my book, what would happen? That's why I said if I hadn't found my book. That means I had already found it. Number 2, if he studied harder, I would have passed the exam. If I had studied harder, I would have passed the exam. That means I didn't study hard, so I didn't pass the exam. Also, we use F with the past perfect, would, plus not, and the base form of the verb, plus be, plus ing to talk about things that didn't happen in the past and they have a result in the present. So we have another form even for this conditional sentence. If I hadn't learned English, I wouldn't understand you. Again, if I hadn't learned English, I wouldn't understand you. This is what we have just said. That means you learned English, so you understand, or I understand you. I can say, for example, if we had won, we would be celebrating. This is the situation here. It is the same case and the same meaning. That means we didn't win, so we are not celebrating. If we had won, we would be celebrating. Note, please. Of course, you know that I, apostrophe D, is abbreviation for even I had or I would. But simply you can know if you look at the word followed, the verb. Because we know that had is followed by verb 3, like here, if I had been. But would is followed by the infinitive, like here, I would have, would go, would eat, and so on. This is the difference between them. Now, let's have some practice, please. We are going to match the two parts of the sentences. The first one, if I hadn't known it was going to rain, what do you think? This is the first part. If I hadn't known it was going to rain, yes, the answer is perfect. E, I would have taken an umbrella. That means I didn't know that it was going to rain and I did not take an umbrella. This is the meaning of this sentence. Number 2, if they had asked me for advice, perfect, the answer is A, I would have told them not to buy that TV set. That means they didn't ask me for advice and they bought that TV set. But if they had asked me for advice, I would have told them not to buy that TV set. 3. If I had had enough money, this expression is very important. We know that have is followed by verb 3. The main verb here is verb have. What is verb 3? The past participle of verb have? Yes, this is had. That's why I said if I had had enough money, which means I didn't have enough money. So if I had had enough money, yes, I would have bought a plane ticket. I would have, and verb 3 bought, a plane ticket. Number 4, if you had been home, yes, the answer is F, I would have visited you. If they had told the truth, okay, they wouldn't be in so much trouble now. The next one, if I hadn't passed the test, yes, the answer is I would be taking it again. That means I already passed the test and I did not take it again. The last one, if the referee hadn't made a bad call, yes, their team wouldn't have won the game. Their team wouldn't have won the game. So to sum up, we have taken here the third conditional, which is called the hypothetical situation, imaginary situation in the past, in which F is followed by the past perfect, which is had plus verb 3. Then we should have would plus have plus verb 3. Would plus have plus verb 3, like the first example. If I had known it was going to rain, I would have taken an umbrella. Again, that means I did not know it was going to rain. That's why I did not take my umbrella. That's all for this session. Thank you, gentlemen, and see you soon.